Use the sync auto dock to retrieve your original heart, original spine. Oh! That was almost bad. Dude, this fucking DLC is just talk. What's up, bitch? How much lines of dialogue can we put inside of this DLC? Yes, as the answer. The next one's not much better when it comes to that. Let's go ahead and finish this shit. Pretty sure these motherfuckers are gonna be mad at me, but wait. My original spine?
You require some additional services?
It's not just talk. Yeah, I know, but it just, I don't know. It feels like so much fucking dialogue in this DLC. I like to engage in your services. No, it's not. Oh, yeah, okay. Swap body parts. Torso can now be crippled again, but your strength and damage threshold bonuses have been doubled. It's talk. Robo Scorpion, fat Robo Scorpion, talk. Yeah, that sounds more like it. For sure. Can't believe they broke my armor so hard. Alright, let's see something real quick. Reinforced spine, yes. What happens if you put your heart back in? I actually don't know. I don't think I've ever done that. You're less resistant to poison. 50%. Robots are only somewhat confused by you. 25% less likely to score a critical hit now. On the bright side, healing items, chems, are twice as effective, plus 50%. Guess I'll take that. Ooh. Okay, I guess let's hope that this works. What's up, bitch? What you want?
The lobotomite returns. Our lobotomite. Has Dr. Mobius been denominated into scrap metal and voice module parts, as we hoped?
I found my brain. Now you and I are gonna settle things. I found my brain. Now you and I are going to settle things.
I recommend watching your tone with me, lobotomite. Now, your brain. Hand it over, or we'll extract it again.
I'm not handing my brain over. There's some things we should discuss.
And what could we possibly have to speak about? You have the brain, we have the technology. All you must do is surrender. With it, we can finally leave this place. I cannot tell you how boring this place gets, chopping up the landscape and everything in it. And we have so many questions to ask your brain first. About this Mojave place. A fertile testing ground for our experiments.
You think that I'm the lobotomite? No, for my skull houses the brain of Mobius. Oh my god. Do you think I killed Mobius? You should confer with your colleagues first. Do you think I killed him?
Yes! Wait, you did, didn't you? You are lying. No, you are not. Your heartbeat, perspiration, all excessively confident and sure of yourself. Why would you reason with that maniac? He'll destroy us all!
You should confer with your colleagues first.
Nonsense. Confer, colleagues. Those are two words I do not recognize.
Dr. Klein, I must intersect. Please, do not harm the lobotomite.
He's in love with us.
I'm not going to harm it. I'm going to dissect it until it's dead. Why the sudden intersection, Dalla?
I cannot stand a sweet breathing organism breathing in and out to suddenly not breathe. We must keep it alive. For study. Slow study.
Dalla, these vocalized pauses are unlike you. What do you care?
Klein, this lobotomite, it's a great sounding board. You respect ideology, right? This one's, well, it's got good ideas.
Silence, Doctor.
Damn, everyone's turning against you, big
This is
dog.
a
What
think
you gonna
tank decision. Save your objections until after I have decided our course of action.
You know what, Klein? Stick a straw in your tank and suck yourself. Long and deep. And my name is Zero. Yeah, a big, fat zero
get
with a
fucked.
slash through it.
The slash as a designator of... Why, that is brilliant. But how did you...
The lobotomite taught me that. Taught me a name is more than, that I should take pride in things like names. And you know what? Forget it, Klein. I hate you. And your theory of brachial beam oscillation? The Chinese had it first, you copycat.
Damn, get wrecked.
Dare you? Brainial beam oscillation was solely my discovery. I expressly told you that and deleted all evidence to the contrary.
Now he's gonna turn on you too, bitch.
It's 2-8. Why are you acting like this? You've never refused to commit necessary surgery before. And this lobotomite needs its surgery. A noble speech, but there is no room in my vocabulators for friend and lobotomite in the same sentence. The very concept, revolting. Perhaps you are irradiated with camaraderie radiation. We have chems for that. We can save you from your emotional addiction.
I, for one, cannot bear to let this continue. I don't see what is to be gained by throwing another body into our labs, especially one that has done us a service, gone where we feared to go. This lobotomite doesn't deserve our knives. It deserves our respect. We should care for it, feed
Hey,
it, nurture it,
bro came to our
give
side
it the
too.
life
Go.
Gabe never had.
Why am I even listening to you fools? Enough of this mutinous chorus. If there's a word I hate, it's mutiny.
Well, what are you gonna do? Because you're alone.
And the word jism, which never made any sense to me. It's ridiculous putting j and zm together like that. Nonsense. I count as 5. Like the mighty human hand I once had, with its 5 penises clenched in a fist.
Sounds to me like your math is wrong and the odds aren't good.
Nonsense! The mathematics of this situation are on our side, lobotomite. I believe... No, wait. Carry the 2, then... If this were a democracy, I would be concerned. We are too scientific for that. So just surrender.
It's not a democracy, it's a research facility, and over half of your colleagues dispute your findings. Dumb bitch.
You dare use logic against me?
Dude, here's the deal. I'm not going to surrender, but you are.
That's no deal at all. There's a whole world beyond the crater, filled with ideas and possibilities. We could have escaped, seen it all for ourselves, tested it, prodded at it, made it squirm.
You can still do that here, quietly for me. I can bring the Mojave this world to you. You'll be safe and you'll still be able to experiment. You can still do that here, quietly for me.
For you? And for science? I have a strange sensation that I would like that. How odd. Very well, partner. The think tank is at your service as long as you do not destroy us.
Leave the think tank. Oh, hold on, where's my boo at? There she is.
I love to hear you breathe.
Baby. I'll be back for you. Alright, they need to put up my fucking brain back in my head. That would be great. Brainless. Can we do that? Can we put it back in my head, please?
As it had been in the years before the Great War, Big Mountain, the Big Empty, became home to one of the brightest minds of the 23rd century. The courier watched over the Big Empty for years to come, caring for it and keeping its discoveries safe until they were needed to help others. Which had always been Big Mountain's purpose. Past the laboratories and science, it had always been intended as a place to build the future of all mankind.
The Sync Central Intelligence Unit was impressed by the amount of exploration the courier had undertaken. Facilities believed lost, destroyed, or ones that had simply gotten up and walked to new locations had been rediscovered by its intrepid new master. Internally, the artificial personality debated as to whether it preferred the old management to the new, and concluded that the courier's thorough approach to research and investigation was admirable and worthy of its respect.
Dr. Mobius continued his research undisturbed in the Forbidden Zone. As much as he had attempted to create better scorpions, he tried the same with humanity, with considerably less success. These failures didn't bother him overmuch. Once the rush of mentats wore off, he forgot he had failed in any event. After all, the bright young mind who had come to visit him in the Forbidden Zone had already exceeded his expectations.
The Sync atop the dome bustled with the voices of a small town, constantly chirping, arguing, and snarling at each other. Still, this all happened productively in the interests of its new owner. The Sync Central Intelligence Unit discovered, despite its inversion code, it was comforted by the sense of community the other personalities gave it.
The biological research station, obsessed with seeding everything in sight, requested a transfer to the
Spooky?
X-22 Botanical Garden, so that it might, in its own words, sensually fertilize the garden's smooth contours. The garden
definitely
sent
spooky.
back a polite refusal, saying it had prior commitments with a vault it had helped infect before the war.
The book chute continued to devour all seditious materials until it nearly choked on a paperclip. It adamantly maintained it was a Chinese paperclip, and the whole thing had been an elaborately orchestrated assassination attempt. Whatever the reason, it slowed down for a while, carefully appraising each document and clipboard that came to it.
The light switches continued to bicker and flicker.
This persisted until the day someone dropped a flashlight in the sink, and the two of them united in their hatred of the showboat. One of them eventually transferred to the Lightwave Dynamics plant, and began a long, unrequited affair with one of the holograms.
The Sync continued to ruthlessly scrub any particulate matter that came near it. Eventually, it gained access to the magnetohydraulics plant and nearly flooded all the Big Empty in an attempt to scrub the crater clean. Once it learned of the innovative toxins plant, however, it gained new purpose. It sought to develop antitoxins to flush into its drains and counteract the poisons bleeding into the soil.
The toaster continued its psychotic spree, reducing all appliances in range to scrap electronics and spare parts. After one of its more psychotic episodes, however, the other sink personalities decided enough was enough and dumped the toaster in a bathtub.
Get fucked.
Sparking and hissing, the toaster swore its enemies would rue the day when they had bread and no way to toast it.
Muggy did his best to collect coffee cups, although in his quest, he accidentally trapped himself in Higgs Village. It might have been the end for poor Muggy. Except he found it peaceful there, tidying up the kitchens of the think tank professors back when they had been flesh and bone. Well, except for Dr. O, who was an asshole for having created Muggy in the first place. Muggy left O's house deliberately dirty, punishing the dishes and cups that lived there in blind revenge for serving Dr. O.
Blind old Jefferson, with sounds the courier brought him, created a symphonic counter-frequency that saved Big Mountain from sonic invasion in 2910. If you didn't hear about it, good. It was rumored by the other personalities that he had a brief fling with the light switches. Although he forgot their names once too often and was soon left in the dark as punishment.
Autodoc, always gentle and methodical, kept sewing up the courier in all the right places when the skin split open from repeated wear and tear. The Autodoc was just glad to have purpose again. It heard its simpler brothers and sisters who got shipped to the Sierra Madre were bored out of their skulls in that toxic dead city. In time, the Autodoc found a way to deactivate the Y-17 trauma harnesses, releasing the corpses they had held prisoner for almost 200 years.
As the courier ran through the X8 facility multiple times, the computers analyzed the test subject's movements. Rather than performing a superficial observation, they realized the subject barely knew what communism was, or even what a high school was. This confused them for a time, until the facility finally realized that its research had succeeded. So it let its cyber dogs out into the wastes to help protect small communities from physical aggression rather than communist propaganda.
The infiltration program in X-13 felt spent, having repeatedly upgraded the stealth suit until it could upgrade it no more. It felt warm, fulfilled, and a bit sluggish. It realized not long after, the stealth suit had left it, without so much as a note on the nightstand. So the infiltration program sent out robo-brains into the wastes, looking for its wayward technology. It eventually found Repcon HQ, and set up a new research center, testing and murdering fiends who kept breaking into the facility.
That is, until her I'm in heat programming circumvented her stay routine and she looped to the Mojave. There she ran across Rex, who had been following the courier just as she had. They barked for a while, had a lot in common. Two of them constructed a litter of cyber pups. A small army of Boston Terrifiers that gnawed and devoured anything
The courier,
inside.
organs intact, continued onwards.
How long am I streaming
a
for?
little less heavy of step, but with all the organs in the right places.
Oh no.
As they should be. After all, brains can develop a life of their own when left to their own thoughts, and the courier's brain was more clever than most.
Dr. Klein and the think tank remained alive, unaware of the world outside. They looped through their daily routine, none the wiser about the world beyond, although perhaps wiser was the wrong word. The world outside belonged to the courier, and if anyone would shape it, well, the courier had already called dibs.
There is an expression in the wasteland, old world blues.
It refers to those so obsessed with the past they can't see the present, much less the future, for what it is.
They stare into the what was, eyes like pilot lights, guttering and spent, as the realities of their world continue on around them.
Science is a long, steady progression into the future. What may seem a sudden event often isn't felt for years, even centuries to come.
In the times following the Second Battle of Hoover Dam, however, old world blues took on a new meaning.
Where once it was viewed as a form of sadness, nostalgia, it became an expression describing the potential for the future.
It can be easy to see science as evil, technology unchecked as the source of all ills, all misfortunes.
With the courier at the helm, science became a beacon for the future. There was old world blues, and new world hope. And hope ruled the day at Big Mountain.
We could say more, but the stories in the Big Empty speak for themselves. Now armed with the transportal Ponder, the courier could return to the dome at any time and crack open the secrets of the Big Empty one by one. The sink sat vigilant, waiting for its master to return, shoes covered in Mojave dust. Only one road yet remained, and it was one the courier had to walk alone.
You have lost the brainless perk. You've gained the big brain perk. Your brain is back in your body, but some of the advanced technologies remain. Your head still cannot be crippled, but you are only 10% more resistant to addiction now. Surprisingly, your damage threshold has been improved by 10%. Transponder. Alright. Just dump it all into this shit. Fucking armed. I don't know how long I'm streaming for, honestly. I kind of thought about like fucking ending it after I was done with this, but y'all are doing far too much.
Don't mess with me, pal. I got a heating element with your name on it. Yes! Yes! Soon my work will be complete. Soon the world will burn in nuclear fire.
You know the world already burned in nuclear fire, right?
Soon I will. What? It did?
You chilling? It's a couple centuries ago, in fact.
Really?
Centuries.
Well, fuck. That really puts a damper on the toaster's mood. Oh well. No use crying over spilled Armageddon. Where was I? Oh, right. Soon the world will burn in nuclear fire! Again!
Trimble, you're a toaster. How fearsome can you be?
A toaster is just a death ray with a smaller power supply. As soon as I figure out how to tap into the main reactors, I will burn the world!
Well, I, for one, am quaking in my boots.
Buddy, if my heating element were just a little bigger, you'd be on fire right now! On fire!
Wild the rage.
Have you ever tried to indulge in all-consuming urge to kill when you don't have opposable thumbs? Or hands? Or anything other than a bread slot? You'd have a lot of pent-up anger too.
Interesting. I'm almost afraid to ask what your function is.
You should be afraid! I am the scourge of all small appliances, and the boogeyman that keeps lesser toasters awake at night.
So you murder toasters?
Not just murder! I tear them apart and render them down to their base components! Once their guts are spilled, you can do with them what you like.
What else do you do?
You want some weapon schematics? I can show you some fucking weapon schematics! You want a superheated Saturnite power fist? I can hook that shit up!
Alright.
You find one. You bring it...
Yeah. Hold on. Let me actually have one of those, I think. Yep.
With the brains.
No, I don't got no toasters for this motherfucker. For heat. Where is it? Oh yeah, I need to get this to Veronica. Critical heat damage. I'm probably gonna give that to Veronica. Actually, do I have another one?
Who's ready for a party?
Who are you talking to?
You outbrained the big brains? That is so hot.
Yeah, whatever. We haven't talked to that light switch. We're in a loyal relationship with light switch number 2, actually. Let's see. Where the fuck, dude? How am I gonna get all this shit back? A lot of it I actually don't really need, though. Like, this is pretty much useless to me. Rat Slayer I need to take back, because that's mine. Jury-rigged plasma cannon. Care about that. .357 Magnum. We're never gonna use that. I mean, all this shit can stay here. Yeah, fuck it. Let's leave. What did I just do? Fuck. No, that's not it either. Come on. Quit playing. Big known transponder. Here we go. Thank fuck I'm back in this ugly ass place. Oop. Fine. Hard. That. Oh, dude, and I've never been so happy to see all this fucking just like nothing, no colors, no nothing. I need to go get my fucking armor repaired now. I mean, what's this? Oh, fuck no, we ain't doing that yet.
Move along.
Can he repair my shit? I'm pretty sure he can. I don't know for sure though. The hell? What are you doing? How the fuck can you get him to repair shit? Because oh shit, we gotta take him to. Oh my god. Come on. We gotta take him all the way up here. So that he'll repair my shit. Are you fucking serious? Why are these super mutants nice? Well, whatever, I don't know. I'm not gonna question it though. I guess because we fixed old girl shit. Super mutant friends, baby. Come on, Raw. Get your ass over here. This better be where he can do it at or whatever. No, this isn't even it. It's this one right here. Alright, here's your shit, buddy. Can you repair my shit now? Can't believe.
I'm sure pissing off a... Sure, I'll just pull a tool. Talk to me at my shack. I've at least...
Where's the fuck is your shack, bro? Am I bugging? I thought this was it. Well, I don't know. Where the fuck is the shack at? I have every... Follower safe house? Actually, we need to go there anyways, but... trying to find his shit. Okay, maybe he means in here. I don't know.
Don't worry, boss. Sure.
Okay, this is what we're gonna do. So you want to be like that? Hold on.